this is day 2, and we'll see how the day goes. But this is the IGS show, and we are in Gatlinburg. There are 3 shows that go on. This is the first one that starts. This is the IGS show. We have the racetrack set up. We have the booth all set up. Beautiful booth. We got the track set up. Everything is perfectly displayed. I know how to build a display, and boy, do I. This booth is perfect. I don't care what anybody says. We got the track set up. Everything is, it's perfect. Nobody could make a booth better than I can. That's all there is to it. I am the king of booths. The king of booths. Okay? I am about to go shovel snow. Snow. Oh my gosh. That doesn't sound like a good idea. So this is the first day of the show. And then tomorrow is the Pigeon Forge show. And then Gatlinburg is on Wednesday or Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I think. See, the history of this show was, I don't know the guy's name, but there was a guy that started the Gatlinburg show. And he was a prima donna. If you didn't do what he said, then you would get kicked off of that show. Well, everybody wanted to be in that show because it was the show. Well, he upset a bunch of vendors, and so they decided to start Pigeon Forge. Well, he found out about it, and he was just furious. And so he was banning people, and then that's how the Pigeon Forge and the Sevierville shows got, because there were just so many vendors that wanted to do the show. There was no room just for one vendor to do it. Or I'm sorry, there was no one venue in which to hold everybody. There's not one big convention center. They have all these small ones, which is the problem. Now, I'm going to go live until the battery dies. All right, when the battery dies, then the live stream is over. Does everybody understand that? And we need to get 18 thumbs up. For some reason, people just don't want to give us their thumbs up. And I'll be talking off and on throughout the show. I might have to run down to my hotel because one package was supposed to be here yesterday and it didn't show up. It never fails. It never fails. Bryan is looking good today. Kevin Carroll. Well, thanks, Kevin. I feel good. I got a good night's sleep. You're gonna make Bryan jealous. Let's see. How are you doing, bro? I'm watching a show from Chick-fil-A. That's funny. So I can turn this camera a little bit here and there. I just don't know how many people want me to videotape. And these are the cars from the BRE set. These are really nice cars. So I talked with a gentleman yesterday. Some people, you probably know him. His name is Robert Malta. He owns Slot Car Central. And I asked him, I said, last night, I said, why are you guys making cars that are not authentically Aurora, but you're using AFX cars? And they basically said that, see, here's what they want to do is they want to make, AFX wants to make a realistic car. Plain and simple. Hold on. So we have basically two lines. Our slot cars are number one line. These light service. It's really huge right now. That's our full catalog for the slot cars. Really big one. And why they're getting big is they're now in love, and more truck stops are beginning to carry it. And so your potential of carrying parts and getting into it, and sales are exponentially rise for slot cars. Huge. We are the largest distributor of slot cars. There's over 10 sets. I don't like to overwhelm people in the way of the sets. I basically have a special package that we put together. This is the show special here. If you want to just get into it, see how it goes, we give you a set of cars and exclusives and super unique tracks just to get you the start with it, okay? And that's just the show. And then we're giving away Shiny Lightning sets as an offset of shipping. So when you get that set, you're going to get two of these free, which is like a $129 value. It offsets the shipping. Slot cars are very popular. And then the toy guns is another great line. This is all Donner guns. They're all made in Spain. Cowboy. And then the pirate. You're welcome. Any questions?
No, it's a lot of memories.
Memories.
Yeah.
Memories.
We did on the slot cars growing up.
Well, they're huge right now. We just sent sets to Love's. They sold out of all their sets.
Really?
Huge, oh yes. And we do a lot of exclusives. We just came out with the Mayflower van.
You know, when we were growing up.
Oh, yeah.
AFX.
In
Hot Wheels.
1971, 72,
Yeah.
it was super popular. Everybody had them.
Yeah, all those hours we spent, like I saw my kids, there wasn't any internet, TV was crappy, so you
That's
did
right.
something.
There was nothing to do.
Yeah.
And you got into slot cars, baby. Slot cars.
That, Matchbox and Hot Wheels.
Matchboxes and Hot
And
Wheels.
I had Lionel trains too.
That's right.
Cool product.
Thank you. How many? 2 donuts this morning. I stopped at Chick-fil-A for my breakfast. I'm finally convinced that if McDonald's would I'm more convinced that if McDonald's would follow the Chick-fil-A model and quit selling everything on earth and focus on what they do good is, and that makes chicken sandwiches, their breakfasts, I'll never go to McDonald's for breakfast again. Ever. The chicken, the chicken egg and sausage sandwich at Chick-fil-A, 100 times better than McDonald's. The egg, you can tell it's a fresh egg. I'm telling you, it's amazing. Yeah, McDonald's is. What's the show special? Well, that's a good question. So we have the. So if you buy 6 sets and cars and exclusives, it's basically about $1,400. Okay, and that's dealer costs. And then you can add to it, and then we give you free Johnny Lightning sets to offset the shipping. Hi there. How we doing? Lot cars and toy guns. And then we have some closeouts of building block sets, military. Not me. Let's see. Chick-fil-A, awesome. I'm here right now, tearing it up. Hello, Mr. Fish. Not me, Mike. Who goes to McDonald's? Well, I don't. I quit going to McDonald's. Okay, people? I have literally said I am not ever going to McDonald's again. Okay? McDonald's literally lost their vision. And I honestly think it's Ray Kroc. I think he's the one. Yeah, he could. Guys, Captain, how we doing?
Okay, man, my own heart.
Very popular right now. Slot cars are a very popular product.
I collect Hot Wheels and stuff too. Johnny Lightning.
Yep, we have Johnny Lightning. We can get all the Johnny Lightning too. Plus we do, we got Hot Wheel slot car sets, Pro Race set, drag strip. But yeah, we carry the whole line. Plus we do our own exclusives. Do you have a card?
We've got a card here to scan.
I don't know. I've never done that. Let's see here.
How much does your fraps run?
They go anywhere from here. Everything's in the package. We have a starter package too. This is the starter for the show. And they start at one. The sets are $109, and they retail for $169. $500. Here's my copy. Everything's on there. Thank you. All right, thanks.
Okay? Is that your book? Oh, yeah, moved again. Oh my God. Like using the laser dot, wasn't it? Okay. That was totally different than what you had.
Well, all right, what's all the comments? 73 here now, and I'm enjoying sunshine. God, I love cream in mine. Culvers are nothing for me. Anytime, madam, anytime. Anytime, madam. You can help us load up, baby, load up.
Captain, how we doing?
Thank you.
Everything
Trying.
good?
Yes, we're starting off good. How's the attendance? Good?
Yeah, we had the line out the
Yeah, I
door,
noticed it, yeah.
all the way down the hall, so.
That's good, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope.
Yeah. Did you end up bringing your son down, or did you end up bringing your son? I knew you.
No, we forgot that he had a camp that he was going to this weekend.
Gotcha.
So,
Just curious. But
yeah.
Yeah, we just during setup, they're pretty serious.
Yeah, I know. He was excited, and then I told him, but he had to go to camp, so he was okay with that. Yeah.
That's probably more fun. Although
Yeah.
you do have the fun product. But
Yep. Thanks.
let us know if you need anything.
All righty, I will. Thanks a lot. Arbuckle is okay. So there's two people. There's two people that are my favorite. Okay, Arbuckle and Kevin Carroll. Now Adam is just a give me. Robert Fish is just Arbuckle and Kevin Carroll. Just, I think they like to take a little screwdriver and kind of stick it in my side sometimes, and just turn it a little bit. You know, just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? See, I finally realized why people are watching this live stream. I finally came to the conclusion of what is going on, okay? All right. And, Captain, how we doing? People are so rude, I tell you. So, top 10 works, maybe top 5. Let's see. Oops, sorry, James, my bad. We're at Bryan. What is the most you've ever paid for a slot car collection? Well, that's that one. I'm not telling you how much I paid for it. I mean, we made a lot of money on it. I don't know if I think I broke even on it. Man, I think so. Maybe I might have gotten more than I paid. But I bought a great collection last week for $1,000, and we'll see how it goes. You know, I don't know really what's in the collection other than what she showed me pictures of. So, you know, we'll see. We will see. So, any standout cars? Yeah, I really didn't get a chance to look at all of them. There are just a lot of just cars that he's been collecting for a while. So we will see. What was that? The lady that had the 500 cars? No, she had 200 cars. We need 27 thumbs up, people, or else I'm going to turn the live stream off. 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 I'm going to turn it OFF off if I don't get 29 thumbs up. Do you have any old track? What can you tell me about Scalextric? Well, what do you want to know about Scalextric? I'll give you the quick history of Scalextric. Scalextric basically started in the 1950s. I was, in 1970, they were in Spain. Now, to be able to sell stuff in Spain, you had to have a manufacturing there. You had to make it there. And so when Scalextric went out of business or went into bankruptcy in 1970, there was a family in Spain called the Arnauld family, and they basically got into the courts really quick, and they took the name Scalextric before Scalextric knew what was going on. And they were allowed to sell Scalextric under the Scalextric brand in Mexico and in Spain. Ladies. So that's the only two countries that they could sell Scalextric under the Scalextric brand. Hornby then, when they came out of bankruptcy, they didn't realize what went on, and they found out that, well, the Spaniards took the name. They're not made in China, they're all made in Spain. Most of them are all solid metal. This is one of our best sellers. It's a very high quality toy size. You can't get any better than a daughter. 500 is the minimum. And then we have this one here, which is another great one. And then we have another one like this, but it's larger. I just don't have a sample of it right now. And that is this one right here. It's basically the Winchester, it's an adult Winchester. And then the cowboy packs. And this is just came out, the gangster with the clip. Do you have a card? Yeah. What do you have, Russ? What type of store do you have?
We have a lot of different types of stores.
And slot cars are very popular. The most popular thing right now. Love's just got a set in truck stop. Completely sold out. And they're going to be doing more sets next year. It's just making a big resurgence. We do exclusives through our brand DCY service. They're only available through our dealers. Then we have assortment sets. And it's just a very popular product right now. Great price point. It really goes after the dealer. So if you've got a dad coming in and he sees a slot car set, boom, he keeps up and says, wow, that's cool. I remember those. Sets are anywhere from $139 to $159 retail. About a 40% gross margin. The cars are more, about a 45% gross margin. Thank you. Okay. Bryan, showcase looks great, not a mess. I bought these new racks. These new racks are just beautiful for shows. There's only one thing that I want to do to them, that I can add to them, is to get plastic slot wall and put in the front, which I think I could do. But yeah, they're great displays. Basically, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I put this up here, which is kind of like a tower. Check what happens. See that? See the tower? Isn't that sweet? Neat. It's very neat. Check out this. Very neat. Look. See how neat it looks? Organized. Everything's organized. Oh, if you haven't bought your semi, you better get this now before they're gone. The Mayflower will be sold out. Yes, sir. How can we help you today?
Oh, I'm just browsing.
Browsing? Oh, we love browsers.
Just browsing. Yeah, all kinds of cool stuff.
We have everything. We have, these are on special right now.
These aren't allowed in New York, are they?
No, but... Oh, you're in New York?
Yeah.
It's a crime.
It really is.
It's your...
You see that? Like, kids, these would sell like crazy. You can't sell them in New York. They do look real. Right. Yeah.
That's why, well, we have a website and we sell so many guns to New York and California.
Oh, yeah.
And it's women that buy them all the time.
Sure.
Mothers. Goner makes the best guns.
That's cool stuff.
This is our, these are, do you like Legos? Do you have any, we have closed out Legos right here. We have 3 sets.
So for our style shops, none of this
Okay.
stuff, none of this stuff would fit.
Okay.
I just like looking.
Oh, got it. All right.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. It drawed me in. From a business standpoint, this wouldn't work for any of our stuff. But
What do you normally do?
we have gift shops and stuff like that. But
Oh, okay.
We're truly souvenir. Plastic cup. I need my shot glass. I need my sticker.
Oh, I got. All righty.
We do the boring stuff.
Oh, Ed.
Nice meeting you.
One thing missing is the lazy boy in the middle. I don't get it. Bryan, showcase looks great. Thank you very much. Clock cars and toy guns. Plus, I got some lights for the booth to shine on the booth, give us a little bit more ambiance. I think that's the word. Well, we got 28 watchers and 23 thumbs up. That's pretty good. That's pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. Then we have the Blue Nomads. So that's what I was talking to Robert Malta about, how that AFX, Rick Russell is really trying to go for realism. They want the cars to look absolutely real. And that's fine, but you come to a level, okay, absolute real versus price, okay? And you have to balance that. See, these were initially toys, okay? When these came out in the 1960s, they were for kids. Kids, okay? How can I say that any more clearer? Kids. And they're a toy, okay? Well, now they're getting to the point where the guys, which are buying them now, are 50, 60, 70-year-olds that have money to spend on whatever they want. And that's why Rick Russell is going more toward the direction of realism. Auto World's trying to do. I think Auto World's bodies are beautiful. People just get into this. I really believe a tunnel view that it has to look absolutely accurate, or else I'm not buying. Well, that's just.
I can see that. Yeah. Or like this. Right. You got probably one of these going around everywhere. I'm out of art. All right. Unfortunately, I'm out. But we'll keep this. Have your information.
Everything's on.
Okay. Well, yeah. All right. Perfect. Thank you.
I might have to cut the video short today, because I might have to run to the hotel when the UPS shows, because I'm missing one box. My next slot car, Legends, is on Ron Jim Russell. Yes, some people do not like the cars because they're a little too big. And that is a standard comment, that the bodies are too big and they're touching each other. But that's just the way it is. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Bean? How you doing?
What that brings back?
What type of store do you have?
It's gift shop.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't really have to. I mean, we got a little area. It's mostly just little stuff, you know. Yeah. We do have some of this. We do have some of this stuff. I'm in New York, so we gotta be real careful. You can't even throw a black toy gun that you want. But you do have that red. That's right. Now they you know, I can't even buy ammo. I can't buy ammo. You can't buy ammo. That's how we get around. You want to ban guns. Now you just can't buy ammo.
What do you mean you can't buy
You can't buy ammo. They made it so that you have to have a good, like, say I want to go hunting, I need some 12-gauge buckshot, but I'm store. Okay, I got to do the same thing that if I was buying a car. I got to go through, I got to pay a fee, then I got to wait, then I got to come back. You know, they're just making it so.
We just go overseas, don't they?
That's right. You know, my car is full of ammo that I just bought. Except for they were out of a ton of stuff because they said you're not the only one. Yeah. You're so stupid. You're so stupid.
That's New York.
Yep. Take care.
See, and that's the thing that people have to understand is that everybody has a different preference on their slot cars. And that's good. I just wish people would stop knocking something because they don't like it. There's a lot of things I don't like. Now, do I knock it constantly? Okay, yes. Okay, so McDonald's, yeah, they've totally screwed up. They just have literally, they can't make a burger correctly anymore. I mean, the burger that you eat at McDonald's, when you eat it, it tastes bad. It has no flavor. It has no. It just feels like it's made from a robot. They've cooked it between two pieces of metal that literally have squeezed all of the juices out of it. Literally, there's no flavor to it. It's about as bland as a $2 bill. But what I'm getting at with slot cars is, like for example, let's just take an example. Let's just look at this car right here. Now, this car is just beautiful. Beautiful deco. This is just a fun looking car. Somebody would take this car and say, no, the portions are correct. That's not right. That just can't be. Well, they have to get all the cars on the same chassis. So they have to modify the style and the size of the car. Okay, for example, this car right here. Where's the Cougar? Do I have any Cougars here? I don't think I do. I don't have a Cougar. But for example, the Cougar is a compact two-door. And it's the same size. I thought I had a Cougar. I know I don't. It's like this car here. This is a Datsun 240Z, okay? Compared to a Bel Air, this car is nowhere near this size, okay? In reality, this car is much smaller than a 55 Bel Air, okay? Yes, we buy what we like, okay? And that's what's nice about it. That's what's nice about the hobby. Auto World is making their niche. Race Masters is making their niche. Viper and TFX. Everybody is creating their excitement into slot cars. But to knock a company, because I'm not buying it anymore because they're not doing this. I just think it's unfair, actually. You know what I'm saying? You know, hey, how you doing? Slot cars are coming back. They are back, baby. You know, it's like I'm not the one. I'm not saying that I'm the only one that's promoting slot cars. But I'll tell you this right now. Over the last 2 years, I've done more to promote slot cars and to get people into the hobby again than anybody else in the industry. I'm just being factual. That's all I'm saying. Okay? Yeah, I'm tooting it. Sometimes I get depressed about, nobody's listening and this is not this or this is not that. Well, the fact of the matter is that if you did a Mini Cooper, you couldn't do a Mini Cooper in slot cars because a Mini Cooper is 2 times smaller than a Cougar. And so your car would be like this big if you're going to do a Mini Cooper to scale. But if you're going to be able to put all the cars on the same chassis, those cars are going to be different scales. Like the VW. I mean, you cannot compare a VW to a Bel Air. A VW is half the size of it. The true scale varies with the look. Yes. And Mr. Beam Scale Electric is a Mini Cooper. Yes. And look at the Mini Cooper Scale Electric. Their new Mini Coopers, they've re-engineered them to where now they're a smaller chassis. Okay. But you can't do that to HO because HO, you would have to create a whole new mini chassis to go on the track, and it just wouldn't work. Wouldn't work. We still have the car driving around the track. Okay, so I wanted to do boxes. Robert Fish and I had a conversation about doing boxes. Now, Robert Fish claims that it was his idea to do boxes, but I had talked about boxes a long time ago with Scale Electric, Matchbox. They had done their cars in boxes, and I thought that that's the way they should be done, is in boxes. And I then approached Robert Fish. I think he said something about it. And therefore, I went to Auto World and said, hey, could you do a box, put these in boxes? And he said, sure. Greg said, sure. And so that's how we came out with boxes. That's why this one looks beautiful. You can't get a prettier car. The box is just beautiful. Just beautiful. Just set it right over here. Wow, look at this. What's this? What is that? Love set? Oh, wow. Got an email with 3 club cars are shipping to me. Oh, I'm telling you, these things are beautiful. Mayflowers. These, you better get it quick, because these things are selling out. The more people see this thing, the more they want to buy one, okay? I mean, these are just beautiful. Hey, you want to see check this guy out. Hold on a second. Purple outfit? What was that all about? Oh shoot. That was my bad Reeves. Box, not new concept. You using them was a new concept. You're welcome. It wasn't a new concept, Robert Fish. I told you that Scale Electric, Scale Electric Spain and Hornby was making cars in the 1980s and early 90s and putting them in boxes. Everybody did it in the 80s and 90s. How are you going to top the Mayflower? Well, I'll tell you right now. I'm going to tell you something that I've never told anybody else before. Okay? I want to do I'm just going to spill the beans right now. So in Ohio, back up until probably 1980 something, I think, British Petroleum bought Standard Oil, and there was a gas station in Ohio. There was literally a Sohio gas station in every town in Ohio. When they made the interstate system, there was a Sohio gas station at every exit, north and south, on the 75 expressway. You can still see some of the buildings still there. And I want to do a Sohio petrol gas, because the license is gone, and all they'd have to do is just Sohio. That's what I'd like to do, is Sohio, and see if that flies. The next semi I'd like to do yes, that's right, Kevin Carroll. Sohio Oil and Gas. No, it was Sohio. It was Sohio. Hooter semi would top Mayflowers. An oil company might have its own rights to that name. I think a car carrier. See, now this is a prime example. So this is not to scale, okay? This semi is not to scale, because if you did a car carrier, these cars are not this big, okay, on a semi, okay? Because you couldn't carry 6 of these on this semi. This is a prime example.
Hey boss, how's it going?
Good, how you doing?
Do you have any business cards or a card?
Do you have a card?
I'm not on me, but I will stop by.
Yeah, bring one back so I can send our catalog.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so Ohio stations in Ohio were everywhere. I mean, they dominated Ohio, the Ohio gas stations. I mean, everywhere. It's looking for a unique semi, something that is different. You know, I mean, something that would be revolutionary. You have to lead it up to N scale, correct? You would have to put N scale cars on that. You were exactly right. Bryan, maybe you should concentrate on trying to get the vehicles in scale. No, I'm not trying to do that at all, because I don't want to get the cars in scale. Firestone semi, N-scale electric slot cars would be cool. N-scale, oh my God. N-scale. Okay, so that would be a dramatic difference in scale. That would be dramatic, okay? Well, they have an N scale. We have that micro slot car set. That's basically N scale, almost. They're about this big. I mean, this is 2 inches. You get much smaller than that. North American van line. There's a lot of different ideas you come up with.
Oh, I feel what you're saying, like it's
You know, here's another one that people don't like because they think that it's not to scale. When it's to scale for the type of car it is. Hold on, I'll show you. This one right here. I mean, that's a Corvette. That's not the same as a 55 Bel Air. Much smaller. A lot of people here. A lot of people. A lot of people are here. It is busy as bees. Busy as bees. Can you believe? I just can't believe a state. This is where your country deteriorates when your legislature become immoral. And I mean, it's amazing that the state of New York has banned the sale of toy guns in that state. That just doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. And nobody stood up to it. You know, and I go back to tobacco. Nobody has the right to tell me, okay, that I cannot smoke in my own store. And we voted for it in Ohio. My mom was the first one, you know, and I said, Mom, don't you understand that when you go down that road, you just keep, and she voted for the ban, then she regretted it later. I think it's unconstitutional, actually. I don't think you can ban somebody. If I don't want that person to come in, or if they don't want to come in, fine, they don't have to come in. Never been to New York. Arbuckle, no solid ideas on topping the Mayflower. Yeah, I have some ideas, but I'm not going to tell you, Kevin Carroll, or Arbuckle, because you'll tell everybody. Never been to New York. Well, you're lucky. A lot of people shouldn't go to New York. Well, there are a lot of people here, that's for sure. Yes, sir, Bob. Yes, sir, I was supposed to get some more stuff, but my other shipment didn't show up. No, I don't think they sell Nerf guns in New York. I don't think you're allowed to sell any type of gun in New York. Then they ban ammo. You can't buy ammo in New York. It's all unconstitutional. The whole state is literally falling apart. I don't care. Harley Davidson semi would be a huge seller. Yeah, that's right. Semi, Harley Davidson. Another one that I would love to do is tractor, Caterpillar. A Caterpillar semi. Or Boeing. You know, something different, you know. You see semis going down the road, they're just kind of common. It's the ones that stick out. Those are the ones you want to get. Yeah, Caterpillar will be really cool. Because they've got a lot of yellow, just a beautiful color. We've got the license for Caterpillar. And now we could do a lot. Now we can do, don't forget to get your copy of the Mayflower. Bryan Young, ProTinkerToys. We are making slot cars great again. I tried to fix. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Lowboy trailer, where in New York? $30. Go call our store. Well, they don't make a Caterpillar. Well, I don't have a Mr. Oh, hold on. I think. Yeah, but just buy the whole set, guy. Thomas, buy the whole set. We have it on special. If you call the store, 877-729-2099, and tell them Brian Young you want to buy the Scooby-Doo set for $100, they'll do that. 100 plus shipping, okay? So just tell them, hey, Brian said that I get that set for $100, okay? My name is Thomas Christopher Bagatar. Okay? Red Flames. Yep. Mayflower and Love Scent. I stopped at all the Love stores on the way down here. They're all sold out of the set. They've sold a 60% sell-through. They have less than probably 200 left, which is pretty phenomenal. See, they got to sell more than 50% for them to break even. That's to break even. That means that the cost of the set, they like to sell at least 80% is their target. And they're already, I don't think there's any sets left. I'd be very surprised if there's less than 100 sets. That's my opinion. So, thank you, Brian. What all comes with the set? Well, that's a very good question, Christopher, and I will tell you because I am great. Well, that's what I tell my children. Okay, but you know what? The factor is, if you don't believe you're great, you're probably not. You know what I mean? Okay, so this is the Scooby-Doo set, and it comes with 18 feet of track. You can basically do 4 different designs with the loop. Now, I don't necessarily like the loop, and you could take it out and replace it with 2 straight tracks. But it basically comes with 2 squeeze tracks, which I don't like. Reason being is these were designed for Thunderjets, and this is an extraction set, and they need to make 18-inch squeeze tracks that are a little more gradual. Comes with loop, stand-up cardboard background, power adapter, 2 hand throttle, squeeze track, everything you need. 18 feet of track, 18. Most of the sets come with 16. And the blue Matmobile. Great set, okay? Great starter set, and then you add to it. Now, when I get back, nobody liked my big layout that I built upstairs, so I'm going to build a road course, a 4-lane road course, and it is going to be beautiful. That's all I'm going to say. I've been thinking about it in my head on how I may want to make this 4-lane road course. It will be no bridge. It'll all be a flat layout. So that means I need to try to equalize the layout, I have to do some inverted curves where the cars are going on the inside so that it kind of somewhat equalizes the track. I don't want to do a bridge. I might have to, though. Most layouts, if they're really good, they'll have a bridge. Now, Le Mans doesn't have a bridge. The problem is with all these road courses that you can always go on the inside lane. And but if you design your layout with inner curves, so if you're on the outside, then you kind of go on the inside. Now you're on the inside and the guy's on the outside. If you equal out all those curves, technically, it's the same size. Set up okay, we'll do that. I don't know if they're going to do it tonight or on Thursday. Next week we're going to do it. Next week. No Johnny loops are just a good way to break your cars, like cross tracks. Just pump the trigger and go. That's a great set for $100 bucks. $100 just for Thomas. Thomas Christopher Bangater. Robert Fish said he'll get me it for $100 bucks. I think that's better than 15% less than. No, you don't get 15% off the 100. The 100 is the sale. Oh my God. See, Robert Fish doesn't. There's a lot of things that Robert Fish understands. There's a lot of things that Robert Fish does not understand. One of the things that Robert Fish does not understand, he has no concept of the free market. Ladies, hot cars are hot. What kind of a store you have? A campground? You can put a track in, race it during, have a. Oh, okay. Toy guns, Donner guns, very popular. Got the cowboy cassettes. Well, just check out ProTinkerToys.com. ProTinkerToys.com. Thanks. Big Bang Alter. Bang After? Oh, Bang After. Oh, okay. After. Alter. Oh, no, the Alter. Bang Alter? Alter. Oh, Bang Alter. Oh, I get it. Okay. I am happy with $100. Robert Fish. At Robert Fish, I don't need it. Let's see. No, Robert Fish, but see, that's the thing. Robert Fish doesn't understand retail. He doesn't understand capitalism. He doesn't understand how the system works. He's an academic. He's a professor, or he used to be a teacher, I think, which is kind of confusing. Free market, Bryan. Robert Fish, I laugh at your calling it that. No, okay, well, I'll tell you what it means, Robert. Free market means, well, and we are in America, and especially Canada, we're not a true free economy because there's a lot of government regulations. That's why things cost so much. But if we were a true free capitalist society where there was no government control, things would be, number one, a lot cheaper, and there'd be a lot more of it. Those who can do, those who can't teach. I understand that it works against me, not for me. No, Robert Fish, the reason you're in real trouble, okay, The reason why you're always complaining about costs and prices and everything, because you live in a country that is taxing the hell out of you. Okay, and people vote for that. Okay, I don't know what to tell you. I honestly do not know what to tell you. You know, people are complaining, you know, New York and all that. You're the one that's voted for these progressive prosecutors that aren't prosecuting any of the crimes. It's not my fault. Johnny Lightning, let's see here. No, Red, 6 years old, would still work. Yep. I want to buy from you, but your prices are, James, your prices are too high. Almost double the price I can get it for at a hobby store.
My grandson loves.
No, these are slot cars.
I'm sorry?
This is a slot car.
Duh.
That's all right.
But what is this? Slot?
Slot cars. These are slot cars. It's a car which has a guide pin that goes in the slot, and you can control them with a hand throttle. Yes.
Just for asking, what does that thing cost?
Well, this is just a small oval. Sets go anywhere from $89 to $149, $159. But you get more track too. You got some semis.
Do you have any with trains?
No, none of these come with trains. These are all just cars.
But it really is a neat idea.
Thank you.
Sir.
Okay, I'd rather buy from Bryan, small business, than a hobby store. Bryan's much nicer and better. Thanks, Bryan. Book robber, Kevin Carroll. Listen, I cannot control. My prices are not double what other retailers are selling for, okay? First of all. I know what I can buy a car for, or I know what I'm buying cars for. I know what other people are buying them for. And I know, like for example, Hobby Lobby sells them for $19.99. That's just, I cannot sell my cars, but they only get so many of them, so I don't worry about that. If you want to go to Hobby Lobby, go right ahead. I don't need you as a customer. I understand. Let's see. I understand that it works against me, not. Listen, you know, that's great, James. I'm glad that you got all 4 cars. A lot of people can't, especially if they don't camp out in front of Hobby Lobby every time cars come out, okay? But most of the cars, you're not getting them for $19.99 at a hobby store. You're getting them at Hobby Lobby for $19.99. But no hobby stores in this country is selling them for $19.99 because they can't get them for $19.99. All right, those are the facts. I won't be hurt. What? Your prices are fine, Bryan. I know they're fine. I know. I understand though what James is going through. I totally understand. Okay. I understand what James is going for. I get it. I understand. I sympathize with James. I sympathize with James. Bryan sells for $19.99 on occasions, sometimes even less. Listen, I could sell my, okay, let's put it, I'm going to make it very blunt, okay? I could put all my cars at $19.99, okay? But it wouldn't do any good. I have to for me to come out with this car, I cannot sell my cars for $19.99. I wouldn't make any money. Well, number one, I wouldn't be in business. I'd have been out of business last year or 2 years ago. Just so everybody understands that, and this is what Robert does. Maybe he does. I know what Robert does. He likes to get me. He likes to tweak me. He likes to get me going. But you need to have a profit to take that profit then to invest in the store. But the profit isn't so if you sell something for $1 and you paid 50 cents for it, that's a 50% margin. Some people say it's 100% margin or gross profit. So it's 50 cents. I'm making 50 cents. It paid me 50 cents. Now, and I've said this before, but I'll say it again because a lot of people don't understand. I would pay you a little more, trust me, $17.99 more. Listen, you don't have to buy them, my friend. I get it. But I guarantee you're not going to get this at Hobby Lobby. Maybe you don't want this. That's fine. I can't. Maybe you don't want to get one of these. You're not going to get that for Hobby Lobby at $19.99. Now, I have specials once in a while where you might get that. So 50 cents. So out of the 50 cents that I made on selling something for $1 when I paid 50 cents for it, so that's 50 cents. All right. So 10 cents, especially if you have a business, 10% is going toward the rent. Well, actually 15. That's rent, taxes, and insurance. So about 15 to 20% of that 50 cents is going to that. Your payroll is probably another dime or 5 cents. So now you're about 20 cents. Miscellaneous advertising, whatever, is maybe another dime. You're at 30 cents. You'll be lucky to take home. This is what I get to take home, 10 cents. And of that 10 cents, I get taxed on that 10 cents. So they're taxing me on that 10 cents that I get to take home after I've sold something for $1. That's all the government regulations and everything. 10 cents. Let's see, James Reese, let's see. 10 cents an hour sounds about right. Kevin Carroll. That's funny. $25 at Love's. Yes, that's because Love's is not in business to sell slot cars. They're in business to sell a lot of other things which they make 50 gross margin on. Just so you know. And Love's has bought a huge amount of these cars all at one time. Yes, it costs to run a place, Bryan, and taxes you to drive, to buy and sell, and our founding fathers would. Hobby Lobby sells breaks even just to get the wallets in this. Tax everything. James Adler, James Adler, James Adler. That's great. I am happy for you. But James Adler, I just want to know, have you found this car? Did you buy this car yet? Yeah, you might not have, which that's your choice. Okay? And unless you're sleeping outside of Hobby Lobby every time a new product comes, I doubt it very much that you're getting every car that you're always wanting. James Reese. All this entertainment ain't free, James. No, I listen. In California, they tax us on our tax. No, I know that. It's a joke, but yes, that's exactly what they do. They tax you on the tax that they're taxing you. Does that make any sense? No, it doesn't, but they'll actually try to do that one of these days. Tax your tax. So if you buy something for, so that's basically prepare. You could do that forever. It will just keep on going. Because let's say you buy a car, and the car costs you $5,000. You're paying 10% tax. $5,000 on 10% is $500. No, $50. 10% of 5,000 is what's 10% of 5,000? Is it $50 or $500? I think it's $500. Hold on. $500. Wow, 10%. That's ridiculous. Okay, so they're taxing you. No, it's $500. Yeah, that's right, Arbuckle. So they're so technically they would tax you for the car for $500. Then they're going to tax you on. So now they're going to tax you on the tax. So they're going to tax you 10% on the 50. Okay, or the 500, which would be $50. Okay, then they're going to tax you that 50, which would be $5. Okay, and then they're going to tax you on that $5, which is going to be 50 cents. 10% of $5 is 50 cents. Then they're going to tax you. They're going to 50 cents. They're going to basically they take it all the way down to where it's nothing. It's less than the amount that can be taxed. So 50 cents, they're going to tax you 10% of 50 cents, which is 5 cents. And that's where it ends. So if you buy something for $1 million and the tax is, $100,000, oh, they're going to get you, they're going to keep on taxing you. Now that doesn't sound normal, but that's exactly what a carbon tax is. And they're having this problem in Canada. People can't afford fueling oil or natural gas, which is the cleanest form of heat. And they want to ban that, and they want to give people just so people understand, heat pumps do not work in extreme cold. They only work in the south because the cold isn't that cold, but it gives you enough warmth to get you back up to 70. Heat pumps are an absolute joke. And Trudeau, the Prime Minister of Canada, wants to give everybody free heat pumps. And that is the biggest scam. I'll tell you, you can't make some of this stuff up. They have us bent over a barrel and are hell on keeping it that way. Oh yeah, there are some states that you pay the initial tax. Now you pay a tax every year for that car. No, it's taxation without representation. And the reason it got to that way is because our politicians have relinquished the authority that they were given about the purse. We've basically given it to unelected bureaucrats. I hope Bryan voted early. I did. I voted last Friday. I voted no on issue 1, vote no on issue 2, and there were just some miscellaneous elections. But yes, I did vote because voting is very important. Yeah, but now they're wanting to shut down all these wind turbines, wind farms. Germany has wind turbines and solar farms, but no wind and no sunlight. Oh no, they're wanting to shut a lot of these wind farms down because they're not working, and they're killing animals. Sold out to dark corporations. We don't have the way to store up power anyway. No, you can't store all this power. It's just either used or not used. That's why our initial electrical grid, AC, is very inefficient because you have to create so much power on those power lines, very high voltage, and then you're constantly reducing it, which is you're losing that power. Okay, you keep reducing it as you come to a substation. It's very ineffective the way we do electricity. Tesla had it right, where he just generated power it's in the air. Yep. Well, we got another 30 minutes, and then we're going to, because my battery is almost dead. Let's see, let me check real quick. So battery's almost dead, but we've had a good show, a lot of talking. You guys like me to talk a lot. Yes, 1,000 votes to 200 in my line. China's EV bikes are burning up everywhere. Hey there, how you doing? Welcome to IGES. Slot cars are back and big. They're even at Love truck stops. Sold out. Very popular. Very popular. Yep, 10K volts to 220. You're losing all that power. See, and I'll just give you my opinion on how all of our corporations and all our houses should be generated or powered. Everybody and whoever would do this would make billions. You basically make a hydrogen generator that taps into your water line, and it separates the hot oxygen from hydrogen, and the hydrogen creates a mini generator that generates enough power to power your house. And that's all depending on the size of generator unit you get. If you have a factory, you're going to get a bigger one. And if you have a house, you're going to get a smaller one. If you have an apartment complex, now you could have mini ones too. That could be in an apartment complex. You'd get one that's like a medium size that would run 10 apartments. Okay, and you never have to worry about power. You never have to worry about water. I mean, the water would just keep flowing in the machine, and it would be making electricity all the time. Matter of fact, you wouldn't even need electricity going to that machine because it would initially start under the hydrogen, and then it would generate its own electricity to operate itself. I'm no engineer, but I at least have some common sense. And I know that this would work because Toyota is trying to work on it too. Whoever would do this would make billions, because you would sell one to every residential home in America. Your own little private hydrogen generator right next to your house. You could even put it out in the yard if you were worried that it was going to explode, which it wouldn't. And you would have free power whenever and for however long. And our economy would just explode. you couldn't build the things fast enough. You couldn't build them fast enough. No, I know they're not hard to build. That's what a Generac generator is at your houses. I mean, it runs off of natural gas, but the ones that I would design would be by the sign behind him, don't say that. But the sign behind him, don't say that. My friend built one and has it in his shop. It's been running 5 years now. Listen, I wouldn't doubt it. Hydrogen is the future of the fuel of the future. Oil will always be for plastics and that kind of stuff, but for driving cars, its days are numbered, and hydrogen is the fuel. You just put water in your car. You fill your tank with water, stainless steel tank, and the water is just pumped right to the motor. It would separate the oxygen from the hydrogen, and boom, you are driving down the road nonstop. Probably 100 miles a gallon. It's been running for 6 years now, 5 years now. Hydrogen like the hidden. Well, that's what they're driving hydrogen cars now. That hydrogen is not the same. That is more of a, it's in a concentrated state, which is more flammable than if it's in a controlled state. Okay, so far everything is doing good. Bryan, are you coming to Parsippany? Yes, we are going to come to Parsippany. Are you the guy in charge of the show? If you are, you need to call me when I get off this live stream at 12 o'clock. Parsippany, yes, we are going to come to Parsippany. Adam Fish and David and I are going to come. Helium is not flammable, but helium is not, you can't create any, no, but I want to create, here's what I want to create. Here, you want to know something really crazy? Is helium aluminum. Do you know what helium aluminum is? It is aluminum that is lighter than air. That basically, I could be holding a aluminum beam that would normally weigh, well, it'd be on, I couldn't lift it. But because it has helium molecules inside of it, that's lighter than air. That it just floats. Let's see, helium cannot compound with any, that's what you think. That is where you are lacking knowledge. Everything comes from the atom. And if you know what you're doing, which I don't, I'm just theorizing, that you take helium, the building blocks of helium, and you infuse it into the making of aluminum, that you've created a helium aluminum. HH, I call it. Bryan farts. Bryan would be set for free energy for life. Yes. Energy should be free because our economy would explode. Do you realize how much, if energy was free, how much could be done in this world? How much more could be done if energy was free? It's staggering. Absolutely staggering. Absolutely amazing. Bryan, would be set. Let's see. Arbuckle. Okay, here's Arbuckle. I got Arbuckle thinking now. This is great. If you infused helium into aluminum, you would get a porporous aluminum. Bubbles in any aluminum makes the metal weak. That's what you think, Arbuckle. It's thinking outside the box. You're not looking at it. Hagar the Horrible. Hey, wow, I haven't heard from Hagar the Horrible in a long time. Hey guys, how about free slot cards for life? So Arbuckle is missing the point. Okay. And this is why we didn't think we could go to the moon. This is why, computers were impossible. That's why they thought that the atomic bomb would blow up the world. This is why a lot of things don't get done because people are told you can't do it. It's impossible. If you look at the human body from a sub-molecular aspect, anything is possible. You're looking at it from lenses that are closed. You are correct, Arbuckle. The hydrogen was apparently caused by a leakage somehow. Yes. So the fact of the matter is, Arbuckle has a point, but he's helium is inert. Yes, it is in, but it's not in a submolecular. It isn't. That's what I'm trying to get you to think outside the box. LOL, you are telling a chemist he does not understand. No, exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. Okay? He is a chemist. But I'm trying to get him to think outside a chemist. Okay? That's all I'm doing. Because if we were told no on a lot of things 100 years ago, we wouldn't have anything nowadays. Okay? Because we were told you can't do that. It's impossible. And Arbuckle is telling me right now, well, it's inert, so you can't. No, well, you can't do that. You can't do that. Sundowner, LOL, you are telling. Okay, so here's Sundowner. Okay, I got you guys spun up right now. This is good. This is good. You guys are really on target. Hey, Hagar. There you go. The Nutty Professor, LOL. Hagar the Horrible. Hey, Robert. Came in late. Not sure what we're talking about. What we are talking about is a theoretical idea of making helium aluminum, which is lighter than air aluminum. Okay, so the power is dying now. I'm going to have to stop this live stream because my battery is dying. Okay? And I hope you guys, Bryan over there spitting facts, and the facts would it be split. Let's see, Forever Fish, don't even try to understand Hagar. We are all over the map today. Oh, I love these comments. Oh my gosh, Arbuckle. Charge it with some of your helium. We need a battery park figure just when I tune in. Well, here, what I'll do is I'll bring this over here and I'll keep it in for another 20 minutes. All right. Okay. I don't know how long this will last, but I will keep. I'll keep it on for another 20 minutes. I'll keep this on for about 20 more minutes. All right, guys, but I've got to get out of here. I got to get to my hotel. Let's see, we need a daily crop dusting to cleanse the brain cells. Bryan's views are on that quest for knowledge right now. But what is BCY Service? That's my company's name, BCY Service, Bryan Carter Young Services. We provide slot car service. Don't you get it? Come on, man. Come on, man. Alrighty. Alright, so I'm going to say this one more time again. Bryan's views are on Arbuckle. Let's see. Okay, so Arbuckle has made two comments. Well, that the gas is inert, and I'm thinking, okay, all right, fine. We were told, that back in the 1800s, you would never be able to fly. That's impossible. Flight was impossible. That a horse, when it's running, does not touch the ground. And people say that's impossible. The horse is always touching the ground, or else he would just float away. And they took pictures when a horse is not touching the ground. There's many things in science that have been told that you cannot do. Okay, Newton, Einstein, all the things that they've been Bryan's flying high right now. We need Scotty's transparent aluminum. Well, that's a prime example. That's a prime. Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking. Yes, slot cars.
I was just looking this up the other day.
Very popular right now.
When I was a kid.
Very popular right now.
Are they getting popular again?
Oh yeah, they're at Love's truck stops now. Everybody's carrying them.
Get out of here. That's awesome.
Yep.
Wow.
That's the track.
Yep. We'll be selling sets at the end of the show.
I'll wait.
So, Bryan, no, it's not that I'm flying high. All I am saying is this, is that a lot of scientists nowadays are restricted on what they can research and what they can do. And if I mean, you think like Star Trek. Okay, so people would say, well, Star Trek's impossible. Okay, it could be. Okay, but we thought that cell phones. We thought those cell phones were impossible. No, we've got them now with their adjustable transformers and the hand throttles. Very popular. Slot cars are popular. Oh, perfect. Yep. So, you know, you basically, it's thinking outside the box. That's all I'm saying. Now, is helium aluminum possible? I don't know. All I'm saying is that you cannot say no for sure, okay, until you've tried. I mean, they told Wilbur and Overwright that you couldn't fly. It's impossible, okay? The Spruce Goose, impossible. You can't build the Spruce Goose. It's impossible. I mean, there's one technology after another that says it's impossible. We cannot go to the moon. That's impossible. That's all I'm saying. Now, I can create a great story, which I did. Arbuckle, I've got Arbuckle all spun up right now. I mean, Arbuckle is losing his mind right now. We who? Sundowner, you are a jerk. Sundowner goes, helium methane is possibly because it makes it crop dusting. Reasonable price HO slot car, it's possible. Yeah, Robert, you would want a slot car for a dime. And based on our economy right now, $29.99, $35 is an average price for a slot car. Based on, you know, I was watching a guy's video last night that he bought groceries a year ago. He bought a bag full of groceries for $85 a year ago. He bought the same groceries this year, just this month, $195. I could tell that because I was buying the same groceries at Walmart, about $150 worth of groceries. Now those groceries cost me about $290 to $300, double the price. So you could say, Robert, that's inflation, and that's because of government. Government causes inflation. Okay, plain and simple. So I'm not going to argue about it anymore. Okay, Robert, he doesn't make it a good price, Brian. You can't get through to some of these people. Oh yeah, go look at food. The food prices are crazy. We got 7 minutes, guys. We'll be here tomorrow at 10 o'clock, 10 to 12. I've got to get to my, I got to get to a hotel and see if my, let me call them real quick. Any questions? We have everything, all the spot cars is very popular right now. We have all the set cars. Slot cars? Very popular right now. Slot cars are the number one growth right now. They're even in the Love's truck stop. And more truck stops are getting them. We have all the cars set and track. Plus we do our own exclusives. And they're only available to our dealers. What type of store do you have? General Store department. This is really popular for guys who are 2 to 7. Because they have these in their kids and they're jumping into their childhood now when they're 50 retiring and they're jumping into slot cars. Really popular.
We got a year and a half old grandson.
A little young for a year and a half.
Yeah, that's okay.
We have all the tracks. Hello. Unbelievable. I've called this hotel 5 times over the last 2 days. No problems. Now I'm calling it today and can't get a hold of anybody. Unbelievable. Really? The staff is busy helping guests. You gotta be kidding me, right? Hello. All right. Oh, that'd be great. I'll give them $20. Hey, do you know where the convention center is? Yeah, and just have them come in the front gate, and I'll be standing outside. I have a blue and white shirt with it's blue with small and green pants. Okay? Oh, wait a minute. I don't have my wallet. Oh, shoot. I left it in my hotel room. No, I'll come and get it. I've got to come and get my wallet anyways. All right? I'll come and get it. All right, bye. Yep. Any questions?
Just looking through. Is this nostalgia idea?
No, this is Auto World. They're the largest slot car manufacturer in the country. Okay. And we're the largest distributor of DC Bike Service. We have all their cars, accessories, tracks. Of course, we do all our own exclusives. These are only available through our dealers. Okay? And there's over 20 sets. And everything's inside of our catalog. All of our pricing, we have a bag when we put in a bag.
She's coming down the road, I guess.
Is that drip?
Yeah. Because everything was pitched to girls. Only because if I'm getting slapped, I want the report.
Do you have any questions?
Hey, thank you.
Well, guys, I got to run to my hotel and get my package. I will see you guys tomorrow morning. We might do a Tonight Show. I don't know yet.